What is a conscious world, people ask me. Well, a conscious world would be a place where everything would be included and nothing would be judged. Now, if there was no judgment on the planet, could you have wars? Could you have arguments? Could you have upsets? Could you have intrigues? No. Because without judgment, you can't determine whether you're right or wrong. You can only see what is. So the 4 questions I ask people to learn about is, what is this? What do I do with it? Can I change it? And if so, how do I change it? And if you start to live from those 4 precepts, your life begins to change and become something greater than you ever thought it could be.
See, one of the aspects of this is, as you start to do Access, things in your life are going to change. And the people who do Access, their lives change rather dynamically. And a lot of people don't realize that that can be one of the most joyful things there is. If you're one of these people who has looked for something different your whole life, it's because you desire the joy of change. And possibly it's because you actually desire the adventure of living again. And what starts to happen is when you apply a real simple tool, which if you've ever spent any time around anybody who does Access, they'll be saying these simple tools all the time, and you kind of go, what are they saying? What are they talking about? You know, like, how does it get any better than this, as an example? But what happens is, just using those real simple tools, you'll start to notice things shift and change. And when you realize that you can start to change the small stuff, it gets really exciting because you realize, well, if I can change that, what else can I change? And in actuality, change can be really joyful. Can be where the sweet stuff of life actually lives, is when you can change the things you never thought were changeable. And all of a sudden they're different. And now how is your life? I mean, have you ever had a relationship with somebody that was sort of tense, and a long time ago you loved them and you really had a closeness, and then something happened and it's been tense ever since? And then some way you find a way of changing it so there's that closeness and that connection again. How much happier are you in the rest of your entire life? You notice how that sort of changes your whole perspective on reality. It also changes your perspective on what's possible. It makes you kinder to the other people in your life. It makes you kinder to you. Makes you more willing to receive, more willing to be happy. It changes all of these aspects of your life. Well, that's the way change can be. It can actually be this joyful thing rather than something that has to be dreaded. It can be this thing that actually allows your life to be more peaceful. And when you start to use these tools, you start to realize that that's exactly what change can be for you.
What energy, space, and consciousness can I be today to create a totally different reality with total ease? And everything doesn't allow that to show up times a godzillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, beyonds. Here's one example of what you can do to change anything. Just look at what's happening and choose.
See, for me, Access is a set of tools and ways of looking at the world and invitations and inspiration to actually be able to create what you would like to create as your life. See, we all want to create something different for each of us, and yet there are similar threads to what we would like to create, and Access addresses both of those. It addresses what you would like to create that's similar to other people, what you would like to create as our world, to actually create a world of consciousness where everything can exist and nothing is judged. But it also addresses specifics of how you're going to change that one thing you want to change, whether it's difficulty in relationships, or difficulty with money, or difficulty with your body, or maybe like me, you just want to be happy. And that was what I found through using these tools, is it's actually a possibility. If you've ever known something different should be possible, consider this your invitation to check it out and see if maybe it actually is.
Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world.